Crusader Kings 3, a game which is about having concrete goals and then inevitably getting dragged along for a completely different ride. My goal was simple, righteous, some might even say. I simply wanted to see if you could assassinate all of Ireland. This challenge, if you could call it one, isn't about merit, more so meticulousness. As such, I created the perfect human on a statistical level and gave her a name befitting a ruler with bloodlust in her heart. Her name was to be Anita Bodybag. However, for the life of me, I couldn't find the menu where you can change a character's last name, only their first name. And so, with cloak and dagger at the ready, the world welcomed Anita Bodybag Dougal-Diff. Our journey begins in the independent realm of Morganwig, which I initially thought was part of England, but I was sorely mistaken. Almost immediately, Prince Merdud Ibn al-Owain declares war. Fearing for the sanctity of the run, the good Lady Bodybag defends her land for all she's worth, pushing back the invaders and stoking a decades-long rivalry between the two families. In due time, Lady Bodybag will try to seize the prince's lands for herself, but will lose that war, because, frankly, I have no clue how to wage a war in this game. Our cleansing of the Irish soils begins in the land of Desmond. Earl Muirdoc is but to become the first of many victims to fall to the machinations of Anita. Tadig Muirdoc, the aforementioned Prince Merdud, Prince Rise, and Prince Madog all fall to the silent blade of the Bodybag. Although admittedly, those last three weren't Irish, but were simply in the way during the war, so we're currently batting a 25% Irish average. As for the kingdom we failed to conquer, it is left in the capable hands of Golwig the Child. Worry not, he will later be executed, which is, for all intents and purposes, a different category from murder, because semantics. Back on the Irish hunt, and before we have time to catch our breath, our husband, we have a husband by the way, nice guy, can't recall his name, decides to knock us up and tie us down with a child to look after. For the life of one such as Anita, children are inconsequential. She can have a family, sure, but she's not a family woman per se. She's got bigger fish and chips to fry. During our failed war of conquest, we wind up imprisoned and make a prison buddy. I mention this not because it's particularly relevant, but because when you're back on the outside, you want people to know how much you value your freedom. Back in the thick of it, we murder a few children and a few men named Murchad. I feel bad about the former, given the kids didn't do anything wrong outside of being in the way. As for the latter, well, good, frankly. I'm glad the mermaid chads are dead. The ocean already had enough natural beauty without the aerodynamic chins cutting efficiently through the water. As life goes on, we begin to make noticeable changes within the realm of Ireland. Desmond gives way to a region known as Ennis, which in due time gets absorbed by the Duchy of Munster. Kingdoms form and crack apart just as quickly. We also take a quick detour to murder the King of England. I wanted to see if I could make one big territory shatter with one death. Sadly, a new king ascended the throne, and while I considered pursuing the conquest further, I ultimately decided my primary goal must remain killing Ireland. But alas, for all noble causes must be cut down in their prime. Only the good die young. Anita Bodybag Dougal-Diff was far from good, and as a result, she died not young, but middle-aged. 41 years to be exact. Though you may wonder, how does such a paragon of human achievement die at such a tender age? I should have known all too well when I got jump-scared by her tits that the best days were behind us. Slipping on some rocks, hitting her head, and drowning in the lake, Anita had fallen, but she could not get up. I like to believe she died like she lived, naked, wet, and making those around her generally afraid for their well-beings. So what did we really achieve by playing out the life of the Lady Bodybag? Well, we didn't assassinate all of Ireland. We did make a lot of the various rulers of Ireland children under the age of 10, which, in a way, is more crippling to a nation anyways. Children can be really stupid, and there's a non-0% chance of a child in charge making a silly decision. Not so if everyone is dead. I hope you enjoyed this foray into the virtual Middle Ages. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe for more general tomfoolery. I hope you have a nice day.